Yo, how we doing? How are we doing, chat? Oh, I know my YouTube is bugging. There's no way I got 0 viewers but 4 likes. That's kind of funny. Let me refresh the page real quick. There we go. There we go. Shut up, YouTube. We're definitely not bricking my shit. That's funny. Maybe one day they'll get it fixed. Maybe. Let me go ahead and get these advances going. You very, very, very patient people. I am not going to hold you. If I get flocked by more people reminding me when the advance timer is, I'm going to start delivering strikes. You reminding me, you know, after a holiday break or after some various events, sure, I'm fine with it. You being up my ass 2 days after the fucking league starts is not a great way of having a good start to your time. So let's not do that. I've already had some gentlemen bow out of the league, so there shall be more empty spots, which, again, our average is normally about 5 per, so definitely going for the course. And I get FCS Midwest this week during the Gameplay League. That's not bad. The leagues have now been advanced. Have fun with that. Oh, by the way, someone put a screenshot in my Discord like 5 hours ago. Did we already have someone break the rules already? Ain't no way we had someone break the rules in week 0. No. Why'd someone send me a... To be fair, I didn't read it, which was probably my fault. You're looking post-advance? That's why I'm in week 0. Someone posted a screenshot of something earlier. Now, to be fair, I didn't read it. But Florida State played their game once. TCU, North Carolina played their game once. Stanford played their game once. NC State and Virginia played the game once. I see nothing wrong here. So unless there's something I am not aware of, we should be good to go. Let me scroll up and read chat real quick. Who's here? Who's here? Shout out Rock, first member of the fam in chat. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out Dustin. Shout out Soldier. Shout out William. How you guys doing? Shout out Syracuse, as always. Appreciate you. Shout out Brown. Shout out Tiger. How we doing? I want to let you guys know the reason why this stream is almost 45 minutes delayed is because I could not find a single picture or image of the Arkansas State football stadium that didn't look warped to high hell. So I don't know who is out here taking photos of their team, but You need to do a better job, because the amount of photos I saw that were in like landscape mode, where I'm like, can't use that photo, or just absurdly small photos of like an individual person in the crowd, I'm like, can't use that one. So I used the best photo I could of the stadium. And then another funny issue I had is their fucking logo, the white part of their eyes always gets cropped out when you do the PNG. So I had to go in and like manually give them like white eyeshadow. Super frustrating. So yeah, if you guys are curious why the stream was about 45 minutes late, that's the reason why. Because my Arkansas State logo had no white. I had to go in and fill in the white parts, and then I could not find a stadium to save my life, a image, so. That's nice. That's nice. So, barring the meltdowns, that's why I was going with 50 hours. I can't hard tell. Our previous stream, we are so cooked. Is there any chance? No, because in week 6, Fresno's going to get their thing. If I'm lucky, I could catch up in week 8, but Fresno's a pipeline. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Let's go ahead and go back and read chat. How you guys doing? Yeah, when I reassign the league next year, the ACC is definitely going to get gutted for real. No worries, Syracuse. No worries. Also, while I'm here, go ahead and get the Discord going. Well, Dustin, year 1 going 50-50 would not be the worst thing in the world, for sure. I have scouted. Why haven't I scouted yet? I got no money. I had $1,800 last year. And now I'm back to being poor. So that's cool. Is Colorado still in? I probably doesn't. I have no idea. But if you guys are curious why we took us 2 full days to get to the advanced window, it's because not everybody readied up. So if you would like to, at least the sim, I guess it works for both leagues. It's not exclusive to the sim league, but if you would like to progress the dynasties faster, get your fellow brethren who are in the league to ready up when they're done. Because that's about the only way these are ever going to get advanced early, is if everyone readies up. Otherwise, the 5 to 10 slowpokes who never ready up will end up dragging everyone down. So, there you go. Another funny thing I'm going to show you guys. We are officially a 2.5-star program. We're an 84 overall. Back to having F academic prestige, which is very, very, very cool. And what's our campus lifestyle is also a C. So, for the 2 grades we can't change this rebuild, this is going to be fairly annoying, but we can slowly start to build everything else up brick by brick. This is like year 4 or whatever. We're in year 3, year 4. We haven't left the Sun Belt yet, because as you guys know, my rule of thumb is I cannot go up in conference play until we start dominating our current conference. And even though I have back-to-back conference championships, I'm losing like 3 to 4 games a year, which is very frustrating. Where's my coach stuff? I think it's here. So yeah, even though we made back-to-back seasons, first ever double-digit win season since like, what, 2011? When was the last? I can't even check, but we won 12 games last year, made a bowl game, It was pretty cool. The year before that, also made a bowl game, had back-to-back years of conference championships and back-to-back years of bowl game championships. We now have jumped from a 1.5 or technically a 1-star to a 2.5. And until we get these losses up, but our losses to be 0, I can't advance. And as you guys can already see, this year, we already have a loss. I'm 3-1. And our loss was to Memphis. We lost to Memphis by 3 points, but we beat Liberty by 12. We crushed Toledo by 35. And then we beat the crap out of Akron. I am back to using or testing the playbooks I was originally testing in our previous stream. Before the end of it, I kind of got a bit frustrated and swapped back to good old tried and true. And we're still testing North Texas and the base 4-3 defense. I will tell you this much, the North Texas playbook, I don't know if you can run that playbook with a non-mobile quarterback. We have a pretty athletic QB. He's a 76 freshman. He's a 76 freshman with pretty good speed. I'll show you his, I guess you can see his stats right there, but he by no means is slow. He's thrown for 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 3 picks after a couple games. And our leading rusher, as you can see, is also our quarterback with 53 carries for 46 yards. So, I'm going to keep trying to use the North Texas playbook, but I have a sneaking feeling that the only way this the only way this playbook is only ever going to be usable if you have like an insanely juiced quarterback. Because I am in probably the lowest bracket of skill in terms of what I could possibly have. I'm in the Sun Belt, and again, I know he's a 77 overall quarterback, but if you just look at his numbers are pretty good for this, again, tier of play, and he is struggling. So the North Texas playbook, when you have the games where your quarterback's actually playing quarterback and he's throwing the ball, you could have games where your quarterback throws for 500, 600, 700 yards. But in every other game, you're going to have a stuff where your QB has like 25 carries. So I don't think there's any way of utilizing the North Texas playbook efficiently. I think it's one of those slap on the playbook with like a really juiced fast quarterback and then cross your fingers. But obviously, I'm going to keep going. And then the 4-3 defense has been kind of weird. We've been giving up lots of points. But then other games, we just don't. Like, there's a game I had this year. Where is it? Players of the week. There's a game I had this year where my DN had like 5 sacks. Where was it? It might not have been National Player of the Week. It might have been our conference. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Our game versus Memphis, this defensive end of mine, who's not even that good, had 8 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, and 5... Actually, I lied. Wait. Tackles is TKL, tackle for a loss. What's TFL? Wait, what's the difference between tackle for a loss? That's 8 tackles. I can't read. 8 tackles, 4 sacks, and 5 TFLs. There we go. So this playbook seems to be very good for just your defensive line. But again, these things are all relatively skewed because I'm using an 84 overall team, which is not the best team in the game. However, if you look at the rest of our conference, just as comparison, Old Dominion's a 60, Louisiana Tech is a 58, South Bama's a 61, Troy's a 54, App's a 57, Coastal's a 62. I'm not going to read all their overalls, but as you guys can see, I'm in a conference filled with 50 and 60 overall teams, and yet we're still not winning every game. Now, mind you, again, this year, I'm well aware Memphis is a non-con, which is the only loss we currently have, but I know how this team operates. I know how Sim works. I'm going to lose like 2 or 3 games that I should have no business ever losing. It's just going to happen. Even though I have almost 30 overall on the people in my conference, it's going to happen, so get prepared. In my opinion, it does not matter what playbook I am using. I feel like the moment an 85 overall team plays a 60 overall team, the 85 overall team should win every single time. I know some people might not like that, but when you're getting team diffed by that much, every game should be a blowout. Every game, I should be killing you. I should be dropping 70 points a game. It should be a massacre every single time I play a conference opponent. But that's a lot of updating and yapping. How are you guys? What playbook you rocking in the gameplay league, William? It's not the Michigan playbook of last year, but it's the same playbook. It's the same plays. I will cover it in my video eventually, where I cover the playbooks. Yo, basically, I got Bama in the other dynasty. What should be your starting upgrades? How much money does Bama have, Vols? I know they have the best pipelines in the game, which is just fucking retarded. That Bama has the most tier 5s of any team in the game, which is just stupid. How much money they have? Hey, House, how you doing? How you doing? Do anything with the player XP? Rock? Probably not, no. That'll say default. Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has yeah, Rock, because the XP is so bad, if you're not running the coach XP build, you're kind of throwing. They have $5,000. No, they have six. They have $6,000. Now it's time to choose your role. Here, you can create your own coach or choose to make sure you review. Dear God. Dear God. I'm pretty sure you can just buy everything, Vols. I might be wrong, but I think you can just buy everything. You buy the staff cheapening first. You buy the next year bonus points next. Then you get NIL expectations. Then you get the extra hours. And then honestly, it's up to you, but I really don't see any difference between the 20% bonus from the sports performance department. I don't really ever see a difference here, so you could probably skip that. And your coordinators are on 2-year contracts. Now, mind you, I'd fire Ryan Grubb. He's a scheme guru, but if you can keep Kane Womack on your roster, that's not bad. And they even have the perk for this already maxed out for you. Yeah, if you intend on buying or firing both your coordinators year 1, I'd probably just stick with this. If you intend on keeping your DC and firing your OC, I'd probably, if the game would load. If the game would load. I just lose Wi-Fi? What the fuck? Nope. Just took 5 hours to load. Okay. But yeah, you could legitimately buy all 5 of these. Fire your OC. You still have 1,700 remaining. How much NIL do you have? Okay, did I just lose Wi-Fi? What the actual fuck is going on?